darlings, and welcome back to my channel. So this video is going to be about my second trimester experience. I am now 29 weeks. By the time I post this, I'll probably be 30 weeks pregnant. So at the start of my third trimester, but this is the progress. We're getting pretty big. And just before I get into this video, I just wanted to tell you guys that I love you and thank you so much for all of your support. Every single one of you watching this video and every single person that's been commenting on all my Instagram photos, I really appreciate it. And it's very empowering to have a group of women behind you that just support you and encourage you and just make you feel really good. So I thank you for that, and let's do it. Okay, so I'm gonna do a little recap on everything. I have a little notepad here so I remember everything, because my pregnancy brain, guys, is out of control. Do not trust me with the car. Do not trust me with a blender. No. But I love being pregnant anyway. Okay, so in terms of cravings, they've totally chilled out in my second trimester. I actually went back to my normal way of eating, just naturally. I wasn't craving anything that extreme like kimchi anymore or fried things. I was just really into my usual stuff I used to eat, like avocado toast, sweet potatoes, some fruit, and of course still loving my spicy and sour foods. So in my second trimester, the whole fatigue thing where I was feeling really tired completely went away. I had so much energy. I was a little rocket pocket. I was so excited to get back into my workout. In my first trimester, however, my skin went a little crazy, and I completely forgot to mention that to you guys. For those that really knew me well would have known that my skin was breaking out for no reason. So they could have easily picked that up, that I was pregnant, from my skin. It was pretty bad, and it was just kind of everywhere. You could tell it was a hormonal breakout because it was really big and it was pussy and it was just really painful. One day would be super oily, the next day would be super dry. But in my second trimester, my skin actually ended up being incredible. I was so happy. I had zero problems with it. It's kind of like having a kid that's being well behaved. You just don't have to deal with it. Like, it just makes life so much easier. So my skin was actually doing really well in my second trimester. So it just regulated, but I did have to change my skincare routine a little bit. If you guys are interested in my pregnancy skincare routine, please let me know. But yeah, I think that my skin right now is actually in better condition than it was before pregnancy. Although it went crazy in my first trimester, it actually, I don't know, it just kind of balanced itself and healed itself. Hair, which I also didn't mention in my first trimester video, and I apologize for that. My hair actually was falling out a lot in my first trimester, and I was like, hey, I'm breaking out, my hair is falling out. All of this kind of like pregnancy goddess myths I did not experience in my first trimester. And I was getting scared. I was like, am I doing something wrong? Why isn't this working for me? As soon as I hit the second trimester, I could tell my hair started getting fuller. It just felt, I didn't feel as dry. It just kind of got a bounce, a shine. So I was really happy about that. As soon as I hit 4 months, I woke up and my legs were completely cramped. Like, I couldn't get out of bed. My legs weren't working. I was in so much pain. My calves were just so stiff and so painful, and it was like a cramp that I just couldn't get rid of. And I would just sit there and be like, please, like, just go away. And it would go away after like a minute or two, but I don't know why. I've just been having that since the second trimester. Even now, every single morning I have to deal with leg cramps. They say it's the buildup of lactic acid in your body during pregnancy, and they say pickles help that a lot. I've been trying that, but I still get leg cramps. I'll update you on that if it gets better. So the water retention in the second trimester became very visible. You still couldn't see my belly in the first trimester, but in the second trimester you could start seeing my belly. I was retaining a lot more water. I could tell my body was really puffy, like kind of soft, and just, And I really didn't mind it. It was totally cool, and I'm retaining a lot of water now as well. Another symptom of pregnancy is actually indigestion, which I really got to experience by 4 or 5 months, but it's been getting pretty bad and my stomach is really sensitive, so I have to make sure I'm constantly eating light foods frequently rather than heavy meals like 3 times a day. Because of the relaxant inside your body, you actually have a slowed digestive system, and that's what causes the indigestion. The highlight of my first trimester, like I said, was hearing her heartbeat. The second trimester, however, was the cakes. Oh my goodness. In the 4th month, they actually kind of felt like little butterflies inside my stomach, very faint, but if you're really in touch with your body, you'll be able to feel it because it's so tiny, but you just get these little kind of tickles inside your belly and you're not sure if it's a kick or movement. But when you hit 20 weeks, for me personally, when I hit 5 months, which is 20 weeks, I felt my first kick and it was so mind-blowing and I was crying of happiness. I couldn't believe my little baby started kicking and I could feel it. And I felt that little foot kick my belly for the first time. That was it for me. I was like, I have living, breathing, eating human inside me, and we're a team. This became very real for me. I felt so incredibly connected with her when I felt her first kick. So I've noticed her patterns now as well. She loves to kick around 9 a.m. So if I'm not up by 9 a.m, she just kind of wakes me up. When I drink cold and hot things, I also notice she just kind of wakes up and starts moving. And she loves kicking at dinner all the time. Like Kevin sits beside me and just feels my belly because she's kicking and he's talking to her. It's the cutest thing. And then right before bed, she starts kicking again. So between like 9 and 12 o'clock, she just goes, she does her little gymnastics in my belly. In terms of Kevin and I's relationship, we've really bonded throughout this pregnancy. We are the best of friends and we love spending time together. We really appreciate every single moment together, and we always have date night every Fridays, and we spent the entire weekend together. Sorry for the prego emotions, but I'm even more in love with my husband than ever before. I am so incredibly happy and I feel so supported and encouraged and loved throughout this journey. It's absolutely incredible to have someone that loves you and you creating something together with them. This is by far the biggest design project we've collaborated on together. I've been asked a lot about maternity wear and I am still wearing my clothes. I am exactly 7 months and a half right now. Thank God for frame jeans. If you guys live in LA or you have access to frame jeans online, for me personally, I just love them because they're so elastic and stretchy and super easy to just kind of put on. You don't have to button them if you can't. I still can personally because I just find them so elastic and they were already pretty big on me before pregnancy. But I just kind of slip them on and then I just put like a baggy t-shirt or a baggy turtleneck and you totally can't help. You can just wear normal jeans. I looked at maternity wear, but for some reason I don't like any of the styles I found online. Even went in stores and I just couldn't find anything that was me, and I knew that would make me feel very uncomfortable wearing something I don't want to wear. So I'd rather wear gym gear or just kind of wear tights, kind of like what I'm wearing right now. So I'm just wearing some black tights and the t-shirt, but the tights I got are actually from Belly Bandit, so they're special maternity tights, because what happens is sometimes like your tights start bunching down here, so these ones go all the way up and you can pull them up over your belly for support, so it helps a lot. Also dresses helped a lot, so I noticed that wearing more dresses than usual, just kind of like easy slip-on ones that I lose. So fingers crossed I won't have to wear maternity wear the entire journey. They're actually pretty pricey. I looked at some jeans and they were about $300, and I have like what, 2 months left, so I totally said it wasn't worth it. Do you guys agree with me? Comment down below. So the second trimester was the month where I kind of had to get it all done because I had so much energy. So I worked on the registry, I worked on the baby shower, I worked on the nursery, pediatrician, cord blood kit. If you guys know what that is, I'll update you more on that. Doula, baby 101 classes, which you guys probably saw on my Instagram. Kevin and I went to a lot of them. And then I actually managed reading some books too. But guys, no one tells you that pregnancy is a full-time job. The biggest scare in the second trimester was when I went a little overboard. There's a reason why they tell you not to work out beyond what you used to do before pregnancy. And my second trimester, I decided to stop going to the gym. Before pregnancy, I was actually just going to the gym and my usual routine was just cardio. So I would just run, or I would go on the elliptical or the bike, or I would do, I don't know, some kind of fun yoga class. But I just kind of became more isolated and I started doing these YouTube hip classes, and I completely messed up my back because I was doing a lot of burpees. Can you imagine the weight in front of your body, and then you're trying to do burpees, like jumping really fast and doing all these kicks. So I woke up one morning and I couldn't get out of bed. I was in so much pain. I was actually crying, and I don't want to take a Tylenol because I'm just like that. I don't want to take medication throughout my pregnancy. Next day I had to call my OBGYN, Dr. Finke, and he referred me to some physical therapists. So I went there and they helped me a lot, and I also did a lot of chiropractor work, and that seemed to just kind of take the pain away and numb it. But I learned a lot. I think everything happens for a reason. Obviously I would have not known a lot of how the body works during pregnancy if it wasn't for my physical therapy classes. The number one mistake that pregnant women do is that we try to run, we try to do sit-ups, and these things are really bad to do during your pregnancy. If you're pregnant right now, please do not do sit-ups. No one tells you this, but if you go to a physical therapy class, they will explain to you how bad it is. There's a special medical word for it. It starts with D, like I don't know. Anyways, if you guys know, please comment down below. But what happens is when you do sit-ups, you actually have two plates here that kind of hold your abs together. And when you do sit-ups, they actually separate. And the more they separate after you have your baby, supposedly your guts kind of fall out, which is scary and disgusting at the same time. But it's happened to a lot of women, and I've read about a lot of cases where even after pregnancy, like after the 6 weeks, where you're not supposed to do a lot of effort, people go and decide to just go extreme runs and do sit-ups, and that's when their plates separate, their abs separate again. So if you want to recover quickly, do not do sit-ups and do not run. So that's what I had to learn, and I had to incorporate more Kegels in my workouts, more squats, and a lot of good stretching. So pregnancy stretching, you don't want to overstretch because you have your relaxant, so it's so easily done as well. Now I do a lot of Pilates, and I'm just kind of gentle on my body. I also do the elliptical at the gym every now and then. What's good about the elliptical is that there's no like hard surface contact, so it's kind of easy on your body. I think it helps me stay in shape as well as eating clean for my baby. They do recommend working out and, you know, really working on your Kegels and glutes, especially as you get closer to labor, because it really helps the delivery process. So that was really scary, and I hope it doesn't happen to anyone out there. If you're pregnant, please don't do sit-ups and don't run. Protect your body and nurture it and love it. I did a huge mistake and I had to learn the hard way. Baby name. So we picked out the baby name. We have a first name and a middle name, and of course we have the last name, which everyone knows. We decided we're gonna wait until she's born to reveal her name, just for good luck. If you're a pregnant woman out there that struggles to read books because you're too tired or you don't have the time, a little trick that I want to share with you guys that I've been doing in my second trimester is actually walking Hector, walking my dog, and listening to Audible. I absolutely love Audible. It's kind of like an app on your phone that you can get, and it's also online, but it's books that are kind of read out to you, so you can just plug your headphones in when you're at the gym or when you're walking or when you're working. and you just listen to these books. This is the book I'm starting to read right now. It's called Baby Wise. It's pretty famous, and I've just finished reading You Having a Baby, which is really good. Not sure if you guys can see that, but I'm showing you anyway. So I thought that was a really good tip. The books are obviously much cheaper because they're read out to you, so you don't have to have the physical book. You can just listen, go to the gym, walk, do your work around the house, clean, and still be listening to the book, which is fantastic. For me, personally, that worked really well in the second trimester. I want to share with you guys some of my progress photos of my second trimester pregnancy. So I'm going to show you guys my bump evolving. It really popped out around like 23, 24 weeks, I would say. But it's pretty fascinating to see how the body just changes and grows. And then I really want to show you guys of baby Mandy. Just for curiosity, I'm trying to imagine what my daughter would look like. They say that when you imagine what your baby looks like, it actually comes out looking that exact way. Like you can actually influence the way your baby will look and kind of behave. So right now, I'm feeling very connected with my baby. So coming up, we have some videos on my favorite skincare tips and tricks that I want to share with you, hopefully in the next couple of weeks. I did a little questionnaire on my Instagram, and you guys all wanted to know how I keep my skin healthy and glowing. I love you guys, and thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. Catch you soon.